Hello and welcome to my witchy channel. I'm Persephone and I'm also a K-pop fan. So today, as someone who has done her fair share of research and experimentation with witchcraft, I'm going to answer a very popular question. Is K-pop satanic or evil or in general involved with the occult? I'm going to give you the short answer immediately. Some of it definitely is. Before we start and I explain why, I'm going to ask you to please don't send any hate. It's crazy that I made this channel less than 24 hours ago and I already have crazy religious people that I had to use blocked words. I do not attempt to convert anyone to anything. I do not attempt to make witchcraft look cool or anything like that. This channel is simply for entertainment and information purposes, which means I'm going to give you the information, leave it right here, and you are going to use good judgment on what you're going to do with it. So if you have a religion, any religion, that empowers you, you love it, and you feel that's right for you, by all means continue to practice it, okay? I believe that every religion has great aspects like being a good person, doing charity, and so on, so you do you. When it comes to the information, I share it because even if you are a religious person, you need to be able to recognize witchcraft when someone is targeting you with a curse or with a spell, to protect yourself, to pray, to go to a priest of your own religion and ask for help, and so on. You can't fight from an enemy against an enemy that is completely unknown. Okay, now that that's being said, I'm going to assume that the video is being watched by someone who is very, very new to this. If I say something that you don't understand, I'm going to make follow-up videos, so please like and subscribe. Now to our topic. Why do I say that some of K-pop definitely is connected to the occult? Does it have to do with the symbolism? Does it have to do with crazy things that we see on some of the videos that they make no sense? For example, I watch things that they could even be blasphemous in many religions, and there is no explanation why they are in a specific clip. To take things from the very beginning, the people who are actually controlling those companies, I believe that they can make an idol do something as part of their contract. Okay, so I'm not going to blame specific people or mention specific bands even and say this person is a Satanist, this person worships the devil, this person connects with demons and so on. But I am going to say that if you are not religious, and if you don't know about the occult, there is a pretty high chance that you can be manipulated into the whole K-pop scheme and eventually end up losing your life. And by losing your life, I don't mean just literally, I mean figuratively as well. So if you're a person who is watching me right now that is agnostic or doesn't have a specific religion, this is going to be a bit dark. I want you to stay calm and think and take a break from the video if it gets too much. First of all, the answer is that the occult isn't one thing. Especially if you watch me and you come from a monotheistic religion, you may have an opinion about demons, hell, Satan, and so on. That is what your religion told you, which is a very, very small part of what could be going on. For example, did you know that among Satanists there are many different groups that worship or believe many different things? And to take things a step further, you don't have to work with a demon to necessarily make it and get glory and fame and so on. There are so many people that I know from online communities that they practice being pagan or worshipping ancient Sumerian religions or worshipping ancient Egyptian religion or communicating with other entities that I would need 2 days to explain it. You don't really care about that either. So I'm going to just say there could be people accepting help that is paranormal. Some of them could be demons, of course. Some of them could be something else. So you're going to say, okay, so how does that affect me? Because you say you're going to give us information and you don't say this person is a Satanist, this person is demonic, this person is trying to steal my soul and all of the stuff that people write to me. So how should I know? The first sign is you have to look at yourself. One goal that I have is to encourage people to practice intuition. There is a very big difference between actually being a fan of an artist and actually being under a spell. The difference is that, okay, we're going to still believe in psychology and psychiatry and science. That is something that I've never stopped believing and trying to learn about. if you have an impulsive personality and you're a person that you tend to spoil yourself a little bit too much and buy items of your favorite like bands all of your life and save up money to go to a concert, that's not strange. I'm not going to call that a spell and be a conspiracy theorist. But when you see people that they say, I found Shiny, let's say, or I found BTS, or I found a band like that, and then I'm not eating to pay to buy merch, and my entire life I spend 8, 9, 10 hours on Twitter promoting them, or I pass specific tests that I saw some crazy YouTube videos that people study for months to pass a test to prove their loyalty to their band. In my opinion, this is a case of people being under a spell, people being in a trance state. The next question is, okay, what kind of spell? Like, how do you do that? How do they know how to do that? Depending on what kind of magic you practice. And in this case, it's black magic, not white magic. And I'm going to briefly mention the difference. White magic is any kind of magic or spell that you do to help someone else that does not involve gain. Okay, for example, there is someone who is very poor. Let's say you have a friend who is very poor, and without them knowing, you put a money spell and they get a job. You don't get anything out of it other than the happiness that you help your friend. Black magic is anything that involves gain for you. Could be sexual, could be financial, could be a position of power that you want. All of those spells have to be black magic spells, because when you're making people work to give you their money so that you can profit, or when you make people work to give you their time, which is also a currency, this is definitely black magic. So you cannot be a religious person of religions who are against magic and actually practice it. Because I see so many fans that I wonder, like, are those people naive? Are those people ignorant that they say, oh, so-and-so K-pop artist said that they're Catholic, or say that they're practicing this or that religion? You can't. You can't practice a religion and then have like symbolism and have spells on your songs and be okay with it. You're going to have so much internal conflict, and you're also not going to have power for those spells to work, because for spells you need to not have internal conflict. So I'm thinking either those people are lying, or they are people that they actually were raised in a specific religion, but they don't really learn or practice it in their private life. And if you say there are people who are forced to do it by their companies, I don't know, but personally I think that if you have a strong conviction against something, you are not going to follow this career path. Or maybe they brainwashed you. Okay, I'm not going to make it into what do the companies do. This is topics for other videos. What I'm going to say is that there are 3 or 4 main types of spells that you can do to make someone worship you. Type number 1 is glamour spells on yourself. Spells that improve your looks, make you look youthful, make you look a specific way that you want to look, and so on. And you can see, especially if you watch older K-pop bands, the transformation of people that they were just good-looking, cute guys, and then they became this person that's like out of another planet in terms of charm, or the girls too, and they go on stage and it's like, oh my god, is the before and after the same person? That is more than plastic surgery. Plastic surgery can make you good looking. I've had plastic surgery myself. It cannot make you someone that people say, I don't eat to pay for their stuff. I don't need to pay to go see them, to go worship them. Thing number 2 is any kind of vampire magic. Vampire magic is not like on Twilight and things like that. It's a way to siphon energy from other people. And for a lot of that magic, you need to be in the physical presence of the person, which is something that happens during concerts. Even from videos. If the person is a spellcaster and someone who has high spiritual power, they can siphon power from pictures, from videos, and so on, or from you watching them. Imagine it like a space travel thing, like you open a portal and they get your energy. Now you're going to say, okay, you have been talking bad about them all this time, but they make me happy, they make me forget my problems, and so on. I'm one of the people that, obviously, if I believe that everything about witchcraft is bad, I wouldn't even be bothering with it. I believe that there are cases when you can actually benefit from art, from enjoying your favorite artist, and so on. And there are cases that can actually destroy you. The difference is, if you find yourself enjoying a band or a song, and then you close it and you go on with your day, or those For example, there is the BTS hype playlist that they're on YouTube, and I'm also using that. You can put it on when you're cleaning or when you're studying and so on, and it uplifts you when you're working out. That's fine in my opinion. But if you find yourself obsessing over a specific artist or a specific person, that your entire life revolves around them, that you can't date someone from your own country or from your own race because they don't look like your idol, that you fantasize that you are with your idol and so on, that is not healthy, and that's not spiritually healthy either. And the best thing is to take some distance, stop all K-pop for, I don't know, a minimum 30 days, practice your own religion, or if you're not religious, practice reading about psychology, educating yourself to see what kind of void you're trying to feel, and then come back. I don't believe in black and white in a sense of, oh my god, all K-pop is terrible, because I see bands that, in my opinion, they don't practice anything that is particularly harmful, and obviously that's why they don't become number one, because when you massively do spells, you get massive energy. So the summary of this video is pretty much that there are plenty of people, in my opinion, that they practice magic in the K-pop world, not necessarily Satanists, people of the occult world in general, which is, in my opinion, much more scarier, because for a lot of those entities, you need a specific contract with them that could require sacrifices, could require time from your lifespan, and so on. So we don't know which person is practicing which. In general, focus on yourself, focus on your level of obsession with K-pop, and try to have K-pop as an asset in your life, not as a liability if you don't want to stop completely. Asset means I use it and I'm not used by it. And for the people who are going to say, well, I hate you, why do you say those things, I'm a fan? I say this, being a fan of many of those people, I have nothing against them, and like I said, and I'm going to emphasize this on my channel, I support freedom of religion. So if someone wants to practice the occult, they're free to do it. I'm not going to hate them for it, and I don't say it as a bad thing. But at the same time, I'm going to try to educate people here a bit about those things, because there is a very real danger that you waste a month, then you waste years of your life, and you don't achieve anything because you live under the trance of the spell. And the first step to break any spell or any curse is the awareness that you're under it. Many people don't even know they're under it. They think that it's their choice. And from outsiders like me, it's crazy. So, one day you decided you're going to dedicate all of your earnings and savings to practice K-pop idolatry. And idol is essentially something that you worship. Even the word idol isn't like randomly chosen. Why isn't it a star? Why isn't it, I don't know, a favorite artist, and it has to be an idol? So that's the first video for now. If you like it, I'm going to make more on this topic. If you don't like it, please don't hate and move on. I want this channel to really stick, and I don't want YouTube to be like demonetizing us over crazy people. Like I said, I don't promote anything. You should use your own brain, and you should practice what works for you. Thank you for watching.